new generation who's getting married, they does not follow fashion trends. They have their own imagination.
Yeah.
They come up with their own ideas. It's not they don't get fixed about what they see coming. They give their own ideas and they want to wear what they want to
What
wear.
to wear.
So where for them, I've started customizing from scratch.
Okay.
So that's very interesting as well. So very interesting to understand them, to talk to them first, and
Yeah.
then start designing.
They say your calling finds you when you're ready to listen. For today's guest, this moment came during meditation, a moment of clarity that changed the course of his life. What's even more remarkable is that he never went to a fashion school. Before stepping into this industry and the couture world, he explored three different businesses to finally decide what resonates with him. When he finally found it, he started small, just with 15 artisans, a clear vision, and a determination to build something meaningful. Today, that vision has grown into a celebrated designer label with multiple stores known for creating elegant bridal and occasion wear that blends craftsmanship with contemporary design. Today, I welcome Mr. Rachit Khanna to Own Your Style. Hello, Rachit. How are you?
Hello, good Ishita. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you. So, my first question to you is that people know you as a fashion designer, but I think very few people know that you started from a pharmaceutical industry. So, how did you decide to take that leap into fashion?
It started with joining my dad in a hosiery business,
Okay.
and it was lot of finance and credit to handle, and I was not able to handle that. I was into a creative field,
Okay.
and I was a painter in my school, and I wanted to be in creative field only. So when I was doing hosiery with dad, so I had to handle a lot of other things which I was not prepared to handle mentally. I
Okay.
wanted to be just creative, and business is not about just being creative. You have to be entrepreneur to handle your business. So I learned later, a difficult way, but that's how it went. And my journey started. I joined my dad into hosiery, and after a while, I realized that I'm not very comfortable doing that. Then I wanted to try something else, and my parents my mother's side business was a pharmaceutical business, and tried my hand in that. Probably if I'm uncomfortable doing hosiery, so probably that is a field for me. And pharmaceuticals, while doing that, I got very depressed.
Okay.
That now I've changed the business, and now not I'm not able to handle and not happy with that also. And if I tell now, if I tell my parents now that I'm not comfortable doing this also, and everyone will be very disappointed, and no one will be uh, trusting me.
Yeah.
That is very unsure about what to do in life. So I was very depressed. I was not able to handle that also. So I started learning meditation.
Okay.
And I joined Art of Living. I learned Sudarshan Kriya. And while meditating, one day, I got a vision.
Okay.
I was into deep meditation, and that the amazing thing happened to me that I sat for almost 1.5 hours, which I didn't know because I was into deep meditation.
Yeah.
And what happened was I started visualizing that I'm a designer, I'm renowned, I have multiple stores. Everything what I'm doing now was in my vision, and probably that day it got manifested, or whatever happened. But that's how I became a designer. Next morning, I announced that whatever you think of me, if you're happy with me, you're not happy with me, but this is not my field. I have to be a designer.
So it truly came from within.
Yeah, and to convince my dad that because they were not very happy with my decision, changing my business for third time, and to convince him, I started doing job first as a designer.
Okay.
I went to a few companies and I told them that I am a designer. I never told them that I'm from some other field. I told them I'm a designer, and I got a chance to do freelancing for them.
Okay.
I worked for 3 companies, and my designs were hit there. I proved myself before telling my dad, now please it gave me investment to open a store.
After that, how did they react when you reached a particular point of success?
Still, they were not very confident about it. They were still, because it was about money, they were lending me money, and uh, they took all the promises, required promises, and I proved them right. I proved myself right, rather.
Right. So in an industry where like top designers and like young students are running behind prestigious fashion schools, but you did not go to like a proper formal education for fashion. Are there any challenges that you faced?
Yes, initially there are few challenges and there are few plus points also, because I realized at that time that now I wasted a lot of time in different businesses. It would be very difficult for me to go to fashion school and then start working. And so I started working, but somehow in my first year of working, I had interns from best of the institutes.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Right. And I had many interns from the institutes, and they were learning from me, because there are two sides of one is the vocabulary side, one is the knowledge, one is knowledge about fashion, one is practical doing and creating a garment, structuring the garment. That comes with the practical effort only, because that is what I started doing when I started. I had no knowledge, but I had an idea how it is created, because dad was into hosiery, my mom was having a boutique.
Okay.
So I already had seen how to construct a garment.
What all goes in.
So it wasn't very difficult for me, and this was missing in the students who joined me, because they were not very confident about constructing a garment. They had a knowledge about many things, but that is what they learned with me, and I learned many things from my tailors, from my master ji, from embroider, from parents, and wherever. So whatever source I was getting to learn, I kept learning. And
do you remember your first outfit that you made?
Yeah, absolutely.
What
you
did you
cannot
make?
forget your. It was a nice short shirt with slim pants, purple color with chandelier embroidery of crystals. It's amazing. I loved it.
Yeah. Actually, I think you started small, right? With just like 15 artisans or less than that?
I started very small, very small studio, 15 artisans.
What has been your biggest entrepreneurship lesson so far?
That you actually need to learn how to handle finance also. Because that was very, very important. I learned it in a very harsh way. Because when you designing, when you're selling the product, when you are getting good price above the market price, what everyone's getting, you think you are doing absolutely fine. And if you don't know finance, and someday you calculate and you know that you spending at a wrong place also. So you need to learn that. And everyone should know that before they invest in business.
Yeah, I think that's important. Finance for everybody is very important. Tell me that in Ludhiana, in our city, here also I feel people are very fond of fashion, new outfits, bling and all.
Yes.
What opportunities do you see here in Ludhiana? Are there any expansion plans here in the city as well to open like multiple stores?
Not multiple stores in one city, because when it's about the wedding shopping, people come from all over the states near to your state. So people come here from Jammu, from Himachal, from Chandigarh, from Jalandhar, Amritsar, everywhere. So we don't need to open another store in the city and nearby. So we are planning to open a Chandigarh store back again, and then probably in Amritsar, but not very close.
Okay. What opportunities do you see here?
See, opportunities for a fashion designer, for fashion businesses, the whole world is there. I believe that fashion is something which has no boundaries. So we can wear something from West also, they can wear something Indian also. Now the designers are going all over the world, and I'm very happy about it.
Fashion is becoming more global. I think Indian fabrics is reaching global stage. Right? As the wedding season is coming up, and I see a lot of new collection in your store as well, Have you noticed any change in like Indian brides? What are they demanding right now what they weren't before?
Very good question, because there's a lot of change. I love that, because I've been introspecting. I found that now Gen Z is starting to get married.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 years back, fashion was absolutely different. Last year, it started changing, and this year, there's absolute change in that. So this new generation who's getting married, they does not follow fashion trends. They have their own imagination. They come up with their own ideas. It's not they don't get fixed about what they see coming. They give their own ideas, and they want to wear what they want to wear. So for them, I've started customizing from scratch.
Okay.
So that's very interesting as well. So very interesting to understand them, to talk to them first, and then start designing for them. Yeah.
Right. I think people are getting a little bit aware about their personal style as well, instead of just following trends that they see on social media, or if we see a Bollywood celebrity. People are, I think, have stopped doing that, right? What are your views?
They're very confident about their own personality. That's the best thing that has happened with new generation, and that's how they want to wear as well. What they like to wear.
Do you remember any unusual request from a bride that you have, for whom you have made an outfit for?
Lots of unusual
requests, like what?
Requests, like whatever. It's like, because I've been customizing since long, so they always request for different hashtags. They request for different last moment changes.
Okay.
That's very difficult to handle, but I never refuse a bride, because it's a one-time thing for them. They had dreams. And I want to fulfill their dreams by whatever way I can. I do my best with that.
Okay. What's one style lesson that you have learned, or not just for brides, if you want to give one style lesson for everybody, what would that be?
Just be confident in what you wear.
Okay.
So whosoever, if anyone's forcing you to wear something, don't wear that. Be comfortable with what you're wearing. Only then you can be confident when it's the show time, when you're wearing the outfit and going to some occasion.
Okay, got it. Also, like, I feel that creativity comes from within, but there's a lot of debate around, like, you can teach creativity as well. What is your view?
I totally believe that creativity comes from within. You cannot teach that. You can teach how to bring that creativity into reality, right? Okay. How to construct that. If you've got imagination, if you imagine some birds, some colors, some fabric, and how to construct that technique you can learn. Okay. But the vision that comes from within is your own.
It cannot be done.
It cannot.
Also, like I feel like with the advent of social media, a lot of designers fear that their designs might get copied by local boutiques or local stores. Do you have that fear? What do you think about that?
It does happen, but I don't have that fear.
Yeah.
Because I know if something is coming from within, cannot be copied. One, if they try to copy, it will not be as good as the original. Second, even if they copy, then in some time I'm going to make another thing.
Thing.
How does it matter?
Right.
Let them enjoy.
Finally, if you could tell me, if you could define your journey in just one sentence, what would it be?
My journey would be keep moving, keep working, keep moving on. That's it. That's the one word I say for myself, because there have been many ups and downs. There were difficulties, but there were many happy moments also. And more of happy moments, I would say 90% happy and 10% difficult times. But I've crossed that just by moving on.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Rachit, for being on the show.